Welcome everybody, my name is Anton and today I wanted to show you how you can build an application which connects to an Epic EHR in about 5 minutes. For this, I am going to be using the MeldRx platform that we're developing here at Darena Solutions. Without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to want to do is go to app.meldrx.com and register an account. It is free. The only thing that you're going to need to do is confirm your email address. And before I sign in myself, I'm going to go ahead and click on Explorer Docs. I'm going to show you what information you want to look for in here in just a couple of minutes. Okay. Popping back to the website, let me just go ahead and sign in real quick. Once you have signed in, you're going to land on the apps screen. This is where you manage your applications. And the other screen of note is going to be your workspaces. This is where you store your medical data, or another feature of workspaces is that they allow you to connect to external FHIR APIs, such as Epic. Okay, so what we want to do is go into apps and create an app. Since I wanted to connect with Epic, this is going to be my Epic app. My users are going to be patients and it's going to be a public application. As for scopes, I'm not going to worry about all the different levels of access or the granularity of it. I just want to get started. So I'm just going to select all of them. For the redirect URLs, I know that my application is going to be hosted on localhost 8100, and the path that I want to land on when I'm exchanging my code for the token is going to be login-callback. Okay, your application may be different, or depending on what sample application of ours you use, it also may vary, but you can always change this information later. Now, for next step, we're going to go into connect linked apps, and linked apps are the things which allow us to connect to the external EHR server. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a linked app. We're going to select Epic because that's what we're connecting to. And once we're going into production, you want to have your own credentials for your own application registered with Epic. But for now, as you're exploring, as you're trying things out, you perhaps want to use our credentials. So we don't expose these credentials to you, we just let you use them in the background. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to give my Epic linked app a name. And for the scopes, I'm just going to go ahead and select all of them here. Add linked app, close. I don't want to add any more. You can see you can add multiple ones, but we're not going to be doing that in this video. Click on next step. And now, do I want to create a workspace? Remember that I said that workspace is the thing which allows us to connect to the external EHR. So yes, I do want to create a workspace. This is going to be my Epic workspace. You can see that we already know you want to connect with Epic based on the linked app that you have registered. And now, which server you want to connect to? There are sandboxes available with Epic, so we allow you to just pre-populate this field with a sandbox. So that's what I'm going to do over here. Go ahead and click create. And there we have it. Here's the information for the resources that we have just created. And below are our get started instructions. So first of all, we want to verify that we have npm installed on our machine. So just npm -- version. I have npm installed. I want to install create MeldRx app tool, which is going to allow me to quickly spin up a template of an application which connects to a workspace. Now I'm going to use the create MeldRx app tool to supply the information about the resources that we have just created and create the application. So I'm just going to copy this command, paste it in, enter. Yes, I will just put my application in my MeldRx app. It's going to be a patient application. It's going to be a web-based application. And the stack that I want to select for this is going to be Next.js. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and change the directory into the My MeldRx app, which was just created. If I list the files that are in here, you're going to see that the tool automatically installs the dependencies. So the node modules folder is already present. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this folder in Fleet, which is a IDE very, very similar to VS Code, but it's made by JetBrains Writer. Going to go ahead and switch to that, not updating anything just yet. Here's the application, and please note in the .env file, this is where the variables for our resources go into. Then in package.json, here is the startup script, and you can see we're going to run on port 8100. That's the reason why I specified the redirect URL that I did. With that information, let's go ahead and get started. So npm run dev. You can see the application is now started. I'm going to go ahead, copy that, come back to the browser and open an incognito tab where I can sign in because I don't want to lose my developer session. Okay. Now that I have this open, let me just go ahead and open the network tab just so we can see where the background calls are happening for this application. I'm also going to zoom in just a little bit more. Okay. Let's go ahead and launch with MeldRx. We're slowly going to get redirected to Epic. Here we have the login screen. And now what credentials do we use? Do we Google, etc.? At Darena Solutions, we try to make this journey as easy as possible for you and document all of the information that you might want. I'm going to go ahead and quickly switch to the documentation over here. I'm going to go to Reference, EHR References, and go to Epic. At the bottom over here, we put sample credentials, which you can use with their sandbox. So we're going to use FHIR Camilla, and the password is going to be Epic1. Okay. Coming back to the browser over here, FHIR Camilla, Epic1, sign in. We're going to reach the first consent screen. Press continue. We're going to see that our application is requesting all of this information. That is because we've selected all of those scopes. Again, once you're going into production, you may want to trim these and use only the information that you need for your application so you don't scare your users into, oh no, they're getting all of this information about me, right? So with that, let's go ahead and allow access. We now have, or should have, the consent screen for MeldRx, because remember, the workspace can store its own data in addition to retrieving the external data. Let's go ahead and allow access over here. And there we have it. So you can see that the application, let's say over here, is going to make a request to app.meldrx.com API. So we're not making a request to Epic, we're making a request to the workspace to retrieve Epic's information. If we search the file over here, we're going to see FHIR Camilla or Camilla Maria Lopez. It's effectively the patient information from Epic. But again, to reiterate, the patient information that we're pulling over here comes from app.meldrx.com API. This is your workspace URL. If we pop back to the browser right over here and take a look at the workspace, just going to copy this, come back over here and just quickly give it a search. We're going to see that these requests are going out to your workspace. If you want to authenticate with Epic, you just authenticate with your workspace. If you want to pull the data out of Epic, you don't need to worry about interacting with Epic or interacting with Cerner or any other EHR. You're just interacting with your workspace, which has a FHIR compliant API and will pull the data out of those external EHRs and display it to you. And this is going to be it for the demo. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section. All the links that you're going to need are going to be in the description. Remember, the MeldRx platform is free to try. You can go ahead and check it out right now. Again, thank you for watching the video. Have a good day.